Good morning, Year 10. This is the next in the series of waltz tutorials. So lesson 1 was focusing on the introduction. Lesson 2 was focusing on putting the chords in a slow harmonic rhythm. And lesson 3 was putting the melody in. So I'm just going to show you what I've done with my melody. So I'm just going to play it and then I'll go through it with you. Okay, so let's just go and have a look at what is going on there with the melody. So you can see that my melody is quite scalic. Okay, so the best melodies, as you will have looked at on the previous tutorial, the best melodies are a mixture of scalic and a few leaps. So I've got that scale going down there. I'm on a C chord and I'm starting on an E there. Here I've got my little leap. Here I've got my musical sequence. So if I play it from here, or not. So if you look at this bit here, you've got the da 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 da, and then we almost just take it down a note and then we carry it on. So if I just play that bit in isolation. And then we've got a direct repeat of the next bit, direct repeat of the melody. And then this time, because I'm on a different chord, I'm on an F chord now, I'm going to take that idea that's both for the first bit of the melody and this bit here, and I'm going to almost just run with it. So the next bit of the melody. Now, those of you that have been watching these tutorials carefully will know that I've actually changed the chord here. When I came to put the melody in, it just didn't feel right, and you've got to go with your gut sometimes on these things. So the 4-bar harmonic rhythm that I've tried to stick to, I actually found it quite difficult with the melody to actually make that bit sound good. So I've actually gone from chord 4, F for 2 bars, and then chord 5. And actually that's a fairly good idea in that it changes the harmonic rate. So that actually develops the listener's interest, probably without them realising it. Okay, now going on from 21, I've not done anything with the inner parts and the bass line, but I have decorated this melody a little bit. Now we're on to the relative minor from here. Again, I've kept that dotted feel in there and made it a sequence. Again, you can see I've got a sequence in there. If we just look at that part. Okay, let's hear it with the actual rest of the parts. And then I've just used scales to go up and down all the way so that I can get up to that C, and that is where my B section is going to start. Okay, so that is my kind of analysis of the melody. if you now go and look at your melodies, see how they're constructed, see how they flow, how do they match up with the chords underneath. Do they stand up without the chords? Listen to it on Sibelius. If you press in the box and then play, it will just play that part. I'm sure there's a way on MuseScore of doing that as well. Okay, so check your harmony, check your melody fits with your harmony, and that the melody actually stands up itself. And think about how many sequences I've got to try and engage the listener, and the second sequence kind of takes it further on.